Hey everyone, I'm Suvarnalaxmi and currently I'm doing Android development internship at Oasis Infobyte. Oasis Infobyte, it is a software development company which provides internship offers in different domains like such as web development, graphic design, Java programming, Android development, data science, and currently it is upcoming with cloud computing too. So I I chose Android development internship and successfully I got selected too. So to complete this internship, I had to do at least two of the tasks. So the task one was to create a unit converter application, and this what I have to do is I have to choose any of the units and I have to convert them from one unit to other unit. For example, as you can see over here, I could create a application which can help a person to convert from centimeters to meters or meters to grams or grams to kilograms, like such as. So here for unit converter application, I have chosen temperature temperature unit. So and I have named my app as KFC. Yeah, KFC. It's not a food eating company name. It's Kelvin, Fahrenheit, and Celsius unit converter app. So basically, K stands for Kelvin, F for Fahrenheit, and C for Celsius. So in this what we'll be seeing is we'll be converting the degrees from Kelvin to Fahrenheit, Kelvin to Celsius, Fahrenheit to Kelvin, Fahrenheit to Celsius, and lastly Celsius to Kelvin and Celsius to Fahrenheit. So this is how the functioning will be. Now let me show you the actual working of our app. So yeah, right now I'm in my Android studio, and as you can see I have here, let me show it to you. Okay, so in this, when we go to the layout folder, we get all the XML files, which indirectly tells you how the UI of your particular activity is going to look. And for these layouts, I have the corresponding .java files. So as you can see over here, this is our main page. Let me zoom it to you. So as you can see over here, firstly I have taken firstly to make this whole content scrollable as the content goes on exceeding when we click on certain buttons and do certain operations. So now in this layout what I've done is I have taken a text view which basically tells us that you have to select a temperature converter. Then there is a linear layout, and in this linear layout what I have done is to get this image view. These are nothing but these six are image views. These are clickable image views, and to get this circle shape I have simply downloaded the circle image view extension. And what we have to do is when we download it, we have to simply add one line over here, that is implementation, and in quotes we have to add this URL. So now coming back to this, and if you don't do that implementation, then you won't be able to have this particular kind of circle image view for the image view. So as you can see over here, when I click over here, we can see the code for CF. Now let me explain you what is CFCK. So basically it is the conversion of Celsius unit to Fahrenheit unit. Then here it is from Celsius to Kelvin. Then over here it is from Fahrenheit to Celsius, and then next is Fahrenheit to Kelvin, Kelvin to Celsius, and Kelvin to Fahrenheit. So this is how our UI looks. Now you might be wondering what this linear layout over here is doing. It is nothing but a linear layout I have taken here so that I can add a fragment. Basically when I click on CF, a section will be created over here, and this develop by will go down, and here a fragment will be created, and you will be able to see that fragment only and only when you will be clicking these image views. Now what is happening what will be happening is when you click on CF, you will get a view for CF whatever operations you have to do. Okay, then when you click on CK, what will happen is the fragment of CF will be replaced by CK. And so let me show you how one fragment looks. So this is how one fragment looks here. So as you can see in the blueprint here, I have taken a edit text view. You can't see it over here because I have made it invisible right now, and I'll make it visible only and only when that particular image view is clicked. So As you can see in the blueprint and in the code too, there is an edit text to enter the unit, then the button to submit the unit provided by the user, and then there is a text view which will be explicitly edited on the runtime when the user clicks on submit. So this edit text will do nothing but it will show you the your converted unit. Okay, so now let me go to our Java file. So I have simply, what I've done is, for each fragments, so this is the code for loading a fragment into our main activity. So this is our main activity and we'll be loading our fragment over here. You can see a thin line over here, so that is nothing but it will be replacing the fragment. So we have fragment manager class, so we have to simply do this particular steps to implement a fragment in a particular activity. Then now, what are all these? These are nothing but functions, and in these functions I have loaded a fragment using the particular fragment Java. And here I've also taken the image views, clicking button image views IDs, so that we those can be used later on. So now let me tell you how one Java fragment file is created. What I have done is I have taken an on create view, okay, and then what I've done is submit. When the user clicks on the submit button, okay, on by clicking on the submit button, I have used everywhere set on click listener. Set on click listener does nothing but basically when you click on a button, you what you do is you click on a button, you get some event to handle, right? So here what it will do is, now this one is of conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So what I've done is I'm checking whether the input given by the user is empty and simply the user is clicking on submit. If that is the condition, then I'll ask the user to enter the value in degrees. Else, if the user is entering the degrees, I'll first get it into float and then I'll convert it. So this is the code for converting Celsius to Fahrenheit. So we all know the code, we all know the formulas of converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit, Celsius to Kelvin, and all those. So now what I was talking about, the text view earlier, which will be explicitly edited, and that is over here. Now what we are doing here is we are dynamically setting it as degrees in Fahrenheit, and the value of Fahrenheit that we are getting by calculating is saved in F, and this F we are passing in this particular set text method. And then I'm setting the visibility as visible, and what this will do is, earlier you won't be able to see this text view, but when this function is particular else block is executed, then and then only you will be able to see this view. So now let me run it. So this is our emulator. So yeah, this is our screen. Let me, window mode, okay, all right. So as you can see over here, select temperature converted. It is a basic text view and it says that the name of the developer, that is me. So now when I'm clicking on CF, okay, what I'm getting is a fragment has appeared over here and it says enter degrees in Celsius. This is an edit text view. So I'll simply say 10 degrees and I'll minimize this keyboard and I'll submit this. So you can see the degrees in Fahrenheit for 10 degree Celsius is 50.0. So similarly, when I do CK, I have to enter Celsius degree. I'm entering the same. Then when I submit it, we get degrees 10 degrees Celsius in Kelvin is 283.15. So similarly, when I click on FC, I have to enter degrees in Fahrenheit. Simply, if I'm entering 43, it will give me the Celsius count. Then when I'm going to Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit to Kelvin, if I'm doing 50 and submitting, it gives me degrees in Kelvin. Similarly for Kelvin to Celsius, if I'm entering 253, minimize this, submit, it will give me degrees in Celsius. And Kelvin to Fahrenheit again, if I'm doing 257.14, then it gives me degrees in Fahrenheit. So that's it. That is what our KFC app is. So this is very simplistic app. And as I was saying, you can check this code in the GitHub repository. Here it is the link. You can simply go to Suvarnalaxmi/OIBSIP task number 1. You can get all the folders that you need and the code over here. And if you want to download the app, you can simply select this one, the app dash debug.apk. This is nothing but the application package which you have to download and then install in your mobile. So if you want to download it, you can download it. If you have any queries, any questions, any comments, please do let me know. And you can contact me through these handles over LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Thank you.